it from the face of the galaxy.
The Force fights with me!
Get on those gun turrets!
Bring her to me.
All Republic forces pull back!
It is too late to retreat, Admiral. There is no escape for us.
You are strong, child, but I will break you.
I'll never fall to the dark side.
This is but a taste of the dark side.
The dark side. God, I love that trailer. Anyway, here we are. Knights of the Old Republic. Where we left off was the Terrasian Undercity. Let's go find Ruki, get some lore, shall we?
You come from the world above. Is this the time of destiny, then? Is this a portent of the salvation of my people? Or merely another false sign to mislead us from the path? Are you the herald of prophecy? The beacon to guide us through the darkness? Or are you merely another harbinger of shattered dreams and unfulfilled promises?
Be careful. This one might be crazy enough to be dangerous.
Speak to me, Upworlder. Tell me what fate you unleash upon us. Salvation or damnation? Speak, Upworlder. I beg you.
Now think about it. These people have been stuck in this Undercity for generations. At least 4 generations. Obviously, over the hundreds of centuries, they've dreamt of freedom, their own promised land, which I will touch upon again later. Now, this guy here is around over 100 years old. Rukiel is. But these are generations of people born into this environment for the crimes of the past. Imagine being born or being told by your parents, you can't have the good life because of stuff we did. We fought in the Terrasian Civil War 200 years ago.
Question. You are uncertain, bewildered, perplexed. Understandable, I suppose. Even after 100 years of life, I myself still become confused at times. Perhaps I can make things more clear. Some things, at least. My name is Rukiel, the oldest outcast here in the village. Rukiel Wrinkleskin, the children call me sometimes. Once, I was honored for my wisdom. But over time, the villagers fell away from the true path. Eventually, there was only a single apprentice who followed me. And now she is gone too. No, not yet. I must be wary. Careful. You may be a false savior. Dare I share my secrets with you? No. Not until you prove yourself.
Matt, anyone watching this, comment if you think the Promised Land is real.
My apprentice is lost. I sent her out into the Undercity to find... Well, I cannot tell you. Not yet. Sadly, my apprentice has not returned. Please, Upworlder, will you help an old man? will you seek out my apprentice in the Undercity? Her name is Malia. I must know of her fate, whatever it may be. I must know what she found. Finding her may be difficult. Malia could be anywhere in the Undercity. But if you will find her, I will know you to be our true savior. Only then can I reveal my secret knowledge to you. I wish you luck, Upworlder. Come speak to me again once you have discovered the fate of my apprentice.
Greetings, Upworlder. We rarely see your kind here in the Undercity. I find it strange that so many of you have come down from the surface recently.
No offense, but I can see why people normally avoid this place.
Why have you come into this dark and sunless place? Is there something you need of me or my village? I will help you however I can. We are the outcasts, shunned from the surface for our crimes and banished here to the Undercity. We banded together to form this village that we might survive in this hostile environment. I am Gendar, leader of this village, as my father was and as was his father before him. Many of us have been here for generations, our ancestors cast down long ago. There is no return to the surface for us or our descendants, but somehow we managed to survive amidst the filth and roaming bands of deadly Rakghouls. Life down here can be difficult. It can break the spirit. Many in the village have become bitter and hopeless, especially those newly cast down. But life goes on, and we must try to make the best of what we have. And maybe someday we will find a better life. Listen to me. I'm starting to sound like Rukil. The Rakghouls are monsters, hideous mutations who feast on the flesh of our villagers. Their diseased jaws can infect those they attack, transforming the victim into one of those abominations. We know of no cure for the disease, and for the good of the village, we must banish any who become infected, lest they transform and turn on us.
Rakghouls are a Sith creation, by
Ask
the
your
way.
questions, Upworlder. I will answer to the best of my knowledge, though I know little beyond the borders of the Undercity.
Created by Kenneth Murr when they first went to Korriban. Around 6,900 BBY.
Yes, I've seen this Twi'lek many times, though I've never spoken to her. She and her Wookiee companion often pass through our village on their way to explore the sewers.
Probably
There
one
are
of the
two
Sith.
entrances into the sewers from the Undercity. One to the
That's the
northeast of our
Insidious
village,
creation
the
as
other to
well.
the southeast. But the sewers are dangerous, Upworlder. If you dare
How
to
do
travel
the
those dark
Rakghouls
tunnels,
get to
it
this
would be
planet?
wise to go heavily armed, unless you wish to become a meal for the Rakghouls and the other foul creatures.
They ain't been here that long.
Ask your questions, Upworlder. Our village has seen many visitors from the surface recently.
Less than
Armored
200
troops,
years the
swoop
Rakghouls been
gang
on this
members,
planet.
Mercenaries. They come to search our sunless world. They're even searching the sewers. Ask your questions as you wish, Upworld.
Wait, Upworlder. You can't go through this gate. There is too much danger and suffering beyond. For your own sake, turn back. The villagers infected with the Rakghoul disease are quarantined beyond this gate. It's only a matter of time until they transform into horrible creatures that would destroy us all.
So you just lock them away in a cage?
For the sake of the village, we have to keep the infected ones locked away. And when they finally do transform into Rakghouls, we'll let them destroy each other. I can't stop you from going through the gates, Upworlder, but if the infected ones have already transformed into Rakghouls, you'll be walking into your grave.
Please, help us. We're infected with the Rakghoul disease. At any moment we could... No! This cannot... No!
And that is a Rakghoul. If it's the wrong part of his body and the focus they worked on, obviously.
Time to rumble.
Oh, God.
Like it like that. You asked for this. What? What?
Coffee, do what you did, mate. I hate those creatures with a passion. And the fact these people never fully went free from them is a travesty.
Hey, you ain't from the village. You're from the Upworld, ain't you? Yes, you've got credits, I bet.
Watch yourself. There's something slimy about this guy. I wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw him.
My name's Saigir. I run a little salvage shop here. You want to buy something from my store? I got some good deals. If a villager comes across any useful salvage in the Undercity, they bring it to me. Every so often, members from the lower city gangs come down to trade for the salvage. They'll exchange food and medicine for engine parts, old blasters and the like. Sometimes they even give me credits if I have some really good stuff. It ain't the best stuff. Mostly salvage and such, but the prices are right.
I'm £300. A couple of you.
Ready? Yes?
Hurry, Hindar! Hurry! I can hear it coming!
He'll never make it. He's doomed. I told him
I
he was
didn't know
a fool
this
to leave
village
the
has
village.
people called
He will
Gendar
make it.
and
Run,
Hendar.
Hindar, run!
Open the gate! Quickly! There isn't much time! I can't! The Rakghouls are too close!
The mutants will kill him if you don't open the gate!
And if I open the gate, they'll kill us all!
No! You can't do this! It isn't fair! Please, make him open the gate. Hindar will die if he doesn't.
I can't open the gate. Not while the Rakghouls are so near. You'd risk your life for a stranger? You're brave, Upworlder. I'll open the gate for you, but you gotta be quick. In a few seconds, I must close and lock it again.
What is how much damage was that?
I can't thank you enough for saving me, Upworlder. If I had...
I still have you, Hindar. That's all I need. Let's go back to the village.
Thank you for saving Hendar. You are braver than I, Upworlder. Maybe we outcasts have lived too long in selfish fear. Perhaps we can learn a lesson from your brave actions.
So will you be free
But
from your
enough of my
suffering
ramblings.
soon,
Is there something you need,
one way or
Upworlder?
another?
I'm Trellin, from the Outcast Village. It's my job to guard the gates and see they are locked to protect us from the Rakghouls. I just guard the gates. Gendar's the leader of the village, Upworlder.
No
You should
offense, at
speak
your
to him
age, I will
if you
not
have any
trust you to
questions.
guard anything.
Goodbye, Upworlder.
Now, you move.
Please, you have to help me. Nobody else is gonna help me. Even the Becks won't help me. But I can't just leave him there. He's my friend. You'll help me, won't you? It's Zalbar. He's in trouble. Big trouble. We have to help him. If we don't, they'll sell him into slavery. Me and Zalbar, we were just wandering around here in the Undercity.
Touch on that slavery
You know,
topic
looking for
later.
stuff we could find, just kind of exploring.
It's more
We do
prevalent.
it all the time.
I guess with a Wookiee at your side, you've got to figure you can handle the odd Rakghoul attack.
Only this time, they were waiting for us. Gamorrean slave hunters. We didn't even have a chance to run. Big Z threw himself at him and then roared for me to run. I took off. I figured Zalbar would be right behind me. But there were too many of them. He couldn't get away. They're going to sell him to a slaver, I just know it. I don't know for sure, but those Gamorreans like to hang out in the sewers. The stink reminds them of home, I guess. That's probably where they took Big Z. It's a deal. As soon as we get Big Z back, I'll show you a way to that Vulker base. Now come on! We have to find Zalbar before they sell him to slavers, or worse.
Do you know where he's being kept?
The Gamorreans make their camps in the sewers. I bet that's where we'll find Zalbar. And that's where I'll show you the secret entrance into the Vulker compound.
Ready?
Huh?
Right, mission involved one of the most evil decisions I've ever had to make in gaming. One which I will not take in this broadcast by any means. Because it's that disgusting.
You there, civilian. This is a restricted area. What are you doing down here?
But I will discuss it when we reach that point in the game.
Security papers. Oh, you're one of those trackers the commander sent down, right? They should have given you an armed escort. It's nasty down here. We've already lost one patrol. We figure the Rak ghouls got them. We've had so many encounters with those things, we've actually run out of Rak ghoul serum. Plus, we've had several skirmishes with looters from those lower city swoop gangs. I'm telling you, we should just stay in the upper city where we're in control. Oh, is that why you're down here? Search and rescue? I didn't think they'd send anyone. They were in the southern section of the Undercity when we lost contact. I would have gone to investigate, but my orders are to search for those crashed escape pods, even if it means leaving another patrol to die. Hey, I'd never disobey my orders. I'm not a fan of court-martials and executions. I was just talking, you know. Nothing anyone has to mention to the commander. Come on, patrol, let's get back to it. The sooner we get this search done, the sooner we can get out of this mutant
That there just states itself some Sith idiocy. You make a reasonable decision to leave a post where there's no point even being here, and they will kill you for it. There is one good Sith in this game, who I will talk about when we reach him. That's in. Oh, 7 levels from now. It's the only Sith to fully follow the Sith code. The rest of them, I'd have to debate if they do or not. But I would say no.
Hey, Carth. You're a pilot for the Republic, right? You've been all over the galaxy, I bet, right? So tell me, how would you rate Taurus compared to other worlds you've seen?
To be honest, Mission, Terrace would rate pretty low. The prejudice, the rich spoiling themselves while the poor are crushed beneath them. It's not a pretty picture.
Yeah, but that's only since the Sith occupation. Before that, well, I guess it wasn't all that different, really. Maybe Taurus ain't as great as I thought. you know?
Trust me, Mission, there are a lot of worlds better than Terrace. There are worse, too, but Terrace is no place for a kid to live on her own. Even a kid who's got a Wookiee to look out for.
Hey, I ain't no kid. I look out for Zalbar as much as he looks out for me. Big Z's my friend, not my babysitter. Geez, I come ask you a question, you give me a lecture.
Don't you snap at me, Missy. You want a lecture? How's this? Only bratty little children fly off the handle because of a simple comment.
I don't have to listen to you, Carth. You ain't my father, though you're sure old enough to be. So keep your lectures inside your withered old head, because I don't need them.
And I sure as hell don't need this. Look, let's just drop it and get back to what we were doing.
You've just met each other, you had to go at each other. What a wonderful team this is.
Yes, what's on your mind? You got it.
Hey there. What? Really? You want to know about me? Nobody's ever really been interested in me before. What do you want to know? Big Z's my family, you know? My parents, well, I guess they're dead. It was just me on my own until the day I saw Zalbar in the lower city. I could tell right away he was in trouble. This was before the gang wars were out of hand. But even then, the Volkers were scum. A few of them were hassling Big Z, trying to pick a fight, but he wasn't looking for trouble. Hey, nobody said the Volkers were smart, but there were 3 of them, so maybe they figured they could handle him.
No
I don't
gang
know.
members
Anyway,
smart.
I don't like the Volkers at the best.
Star Wars and in
But
real
when I
life.
saw them picking on this poor Wookiee, all alone on a strange planet, overwhelmed by the big city, I just lost it. I screamed out, "Leave him alone,
The Volkers
you poor
are
slimes!"
especially
Charged
stupid.
right at them. Well, one of them saw me coming and slapped me so hard he just about knocked me cold. Hey, I don't need a lecture from you. You ain't my mother. I knew what I was doing. Those Volkers didn't scare me. They're nothing but cowards. I knew how to deal with them. Of course, I never got the chance. I guess Zalbar didn't like seeing me get smacked around. He let out this howl and yanked that Volker a meter up off the ground and held him there by his throat.
That's why I say don't mess with rookies.
Are you kidding? Big Z ain't like that. He's just a big old softy inside.
You will be
Of course,
battered.
The Volkers didn't know that. The other 2
Or worse.
screamed and ran off. Can't say I blame them. The first time you see an angry Wookiee up close, it isn't a pretty sight. I thought Zalbar was gonna rip that punk's arms off and beat him to death with his own fists. The Volker was so scared, he fainted. Or maybe it was Big Z's breath just knocked him out. I keep telling Zalbar to brush those choppers of his, but he never listens. Just stay upwind when he's speaking and you'll be fine. Anyway, I knew those Volkers would be back with friends, so I grabbed Zalbar and we took off. Ever since then, we've been a team. We look out for each other, you know? He was fleeing some kind of trouble back on Kashyyyk. That's all I know, really. Big Z doesn't like to talk about it. In case you didn't notice, he's the strong, silent type. Doesn't much matter to me, though. I accept him for what he is, not what he was. Me and Zalbar like to live in the present. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? You think I can't take care of myself? I've got street smarts. I know how to get by on my own. In fact, I look out for Zalbar more than he looks out for me, you know? Big Z's a little bit too gullible to make it alone on the mean streets of the lower city.
If you're wondering, people, you have Taris is split into 3 sections. You have the nice, glorious upper city where it's all prosperous and the rich live. And you have the lower city where all the aliens like Ethorians, Treleks, Wookiees, Duros and Rhodians live. Then you have the undercity where all the political prisoners from the Civil War and their descendants live.
Yeah, I suppose you're
Each
right.
one's
like
worse
I used
than
to
the
tell my
last.
brother, fast talk and slick words don't get the job done. My brother's a touchy subject, you know. It just so happens I don't really feel like talking about him right now. Nothing personal. Let's just get back to the business at hand, okay?
That's a big sword, ain't it? Jesus. Bloody hell. That sword is literally half the height of the character. Ah, tool the mission.
Uh-huh.
Yeah?
Use these mines later for the final boss.
Sure.
Help me. Please. I can feel it inside my skin. Something growing. Like some kind of hideous disease. Thank you. Those things, they attacked as soon as we came out the doors. They killed the others. It was horrible. Bastila? She wasn't in this pod. We were tracking her pod just before we hit the planet's surface. It went down somewhere to the west. We lost the signal when our own pod crashed. Maybe. Wait. What was that? Did you hear that? I thought I heard something. Over there. I heard something. I know I did. There it is again. It's those monsters. They're coming back. Run for your lives.
Charge!
What?
Sure.
I don't know how I'm gonna kill Bendek Starkiller later. Or even fight Mer's gonna be hard. Oh, here's our second encounter with Kandor's Order coming up.
Don't move. I'm not afraid to use this blaster if I have to.
Settle down, kid. We've already lost enough men to those damn Rakghouls. The last thing we need now is more casualties from a needless firefight. By the looks of you, I'd say you're down here for the same reason we are. To salvage something from those downed Republic space pods. Let me give you some advice. Forget about it. Do yourself a favor and just head back from where you came. Mandalorians don't make threats. We make promises. But I'm just trying to give you a friendly warning. This isn't a good place to stand around chatting. The Undercity is crawling with Rakghouls. I've already lost a half a dozen men to those monsters.
Canderous, I heard something. Over there, in the shadows. Sounded like a Rakghoul.
Looks like we've got company. Get those blasters ready, boys.
one-shotted.
Damn. I told Davik this salvage mission was a bad idea. His men aren't trained for this kind of thing, and I can't babysit them all. Okay, boys. We're getting out of here before I lose anyone else. I can't carry all this salvage back by myself. You'd be smart to get out of here as well. Even if you can handle the rat ghouls, I doubt there's anything worth finding anymore. Davik sent me down here with this motley crew to scavenge whatever we could from the Republic escape pods that crashed during the recent battle overhead. But the lower city gangs got here first. Anything worthwhile in those Republic pods is probably in their hands by now. Davik won't like that. What are you, an off-worlder? Everyone knows Davik. He's a member of the Exchange. You know, the interstellar crime syndicate. Smuggling, gambling, extortion. Davik controls it all here on Taris. That's why I'm working for him. But lately, the lower city gangs have been giving my boss some trouble. This isn't really the best place to have these kinds of conversations, but I guess I could spare a couple of seconds for you. After all, you did help us out with those rat ghouls. The lower city is overrun with gangs, but the two most important ones are the Hidden Becks and the Black Vulkars. Used to be the Becks were the big dog and kept the others in line. But lately the Black Vulkars are moving in on Beck turf and challenging them for control. The Vulkars are even starting to defy Davik. Take these escape pods, for example. Everyone knew Davik would want first crack at them. But I know for a fact those damn Vulkars have already sent their own salvage party
You
down.
see, so the gang situation on Taris at the moment is sort of a war between the two little fishes, the Becks and the Vulkars, which is dominating the lower city. And the Exchange and the Huts, big dogs, are just sitting back watching, probably waiting to get the scraps of the loser.
Come on, boys, let's move out.
At this point in the galaxy, the big factions probably are the Republic, the Sith, Zerka, the Exchange, and the Huts. So the big factions.
You asked for this!
The Mandalorians aren't much at the moment.
Huh?
What?
No, Avner.
Yeah?
Yes?
At the first journal of the Promised Land.
Huh?
Yes?
What?
What?
Huh?
Sure.
Huh?
Sure.
Look at this. This is one of those old-style manual locks. No computer codes or nothing. The sewers is the only place you'd see one of these on Terrace. You can't use conventional security spikes on these old locks. But don't worry. I've come across them before. I've rigged up a little device that should do the trick. I'm glad to see you too, Big Z. You didn't think I'd forget about you. Mission and Zalbar, together forever.
He's fighting in the background.
These are my new friends, Big Z. Without them, I could never have got you out.
I wonder how he knows that language.
A life debt? You sure about that, Big Z? Think about it carefully. You better be sure about this.
Hey, there's my droid.
Big Z swearing
You feel bad when the rookies are always
Wow, this is major.
subject to
Do you
the
realize what it
slavery,
means?
no matter the era or the galaxy.
A life debt is the most solemn vow a Wookiee can make. It means he'll stay
Eventually
by
back
your
here,
side
not
for
as
the
worse
rest
as it
of your
was during the
life.
time of the
Wherever
Empire.
you go, whatever you do, Zalbar will be with you. I guess this means you're stuck with me too. Wherever Big Z goes, I'm going. I almost lost him once.
Oh, great.
It's not gonna happen again. So, I guess I still owe you one secret path into the Vulcan base. That was the deal, wasn't it? Don't worry. I know a back door into that scum den. I better come with you. The Vulkars put up a force shield to keep the sewer dwellers out. I'm one of the only non-Vulkars on Terrace who can get you past it. I can't remember exactly how to get there, but I know it was somewhere here in the sewers. Over to the northeast, if I remember right. I just hope the Rancor monster isn't still there. There used to be a Rancor monster that made its nest in that part of the sewers. Pretty much eats anything.
Why
it
is
gets
there a
its claws
Rancor
on.
monster on
That
Terrace?
thing
Why?
is huge. Luckily, Rancors aren't too bright. I was able to sneak past it before, so I'm sure we'll figure something out. That is, unless you want to change your mind. Okay then, off we go. Well, like I said, somewhere to the southeast. Just look for the force shield, and we'll know we're there.
Okay, so we're getting ready to carry this party to the next planet. Like, my character is useless, mission's useless, Garth is just annoying.
Huh?
Sure.
Let's say car. You know what's boring is Katie at Mass Effect Volumes though.
Got it.
That's a whole nother level of boring.
Got it.
What?
Sure. Yes?
What a beast.
What?
Yes?
People go about Godhood Garrus, Godhood Zolbar, where they really are.
You won't be able to get that computer to lower the energy fields unless you know the proper codes. Lucky for you, I've got them. I picked them off the pocket of a black Volker who had a little too much to drink in the cantina one night. Here, let me get that energy field down for you.
Here we go further beneath the surface. Think about it, really. For the past couple centuries, Taurus was never free from the tyranny of the Sith, was it? The Iraqis. Right, so, but you're one hitting everything today, aren't you? More Gamorreans. Droid. I'm feeling useless in my own story here. I'm actually feeling useless in my own story. That poor Rancor. What do you think's worse? Getting blown up by the inside, getting your brain crushed by a massive door? Well, I'll destroy its corpse. I can.
Yeah?
What? What?
Here we are on the Volker base. Smart as a random fact, there's a pretty big cutout section. And this. In Thankfully, KOTOR 1 ain't as heavily affected as KOTOR 2 in terms of cut content.
Yes?
KOTOR 2 is ridiculously die. I can't even one hit a cook. Shocking, I can't even one hit a cook. Absolutely shocking.
Please don't hurt me. I just serve the food here, that's all. I'm not like these others. I'm not even a Black Vulker. Please don't kill me. My name is Ada. My father owed Davik some money that he couldn't pay. Davik
Ada
killed
Wong.
my father and sold me into slavery here at the Vulker compound to pay off the debt.
We actually have Resident 4 on professional difficulty coming up next week some point. That's gonna be fun. Perfect parries. Know what to say?
Well, alright. I still don't know how much help I can be, but I sure hope you get rid of all the Vulkers. I hate them. What? I've never heard of such a thing. I guess it might be in the garage on the lower level. That's where all the Vulkers go to work on their swoop bikes. But I've never been down there. The elevator is protected by a security system. Only the Vulkers are allowed to go down there. Is she that Republic soldier? I heard one of the Vulker mention her, but she's not here. He said Brejik didn't trust his men around her. I guess she's too important to be a slave here in the kitchens. Getting pawed and groped and kicked and spit on like me. Brejik must have taken her somewhere safe. Now that you've killed the guards who were supposed to watch me, I think I could find my way out of here. I'm free to go? You're not gonna kill me? I don't know how I can ever repay you. Thank you. Thank you. I have to get out of here before any of the Vulkers see me.
Save with a pretty hard fight behind this door.
No problem. Got it.
Right then, not this door, but the upcoming door.
Watawama mulira,
king kunjo peshak. No ba muli raji. Johnny yun turung chi wi itadia. Bola una chinek. Ba muli rat slimo anga kun bis king. Tonga bugsham uninong. Wanga kun beast king bamulira. Chuni yun tun jiji aithadoana. Kavavol muljui. Kamana. Takum justak miki grabel mogo. Kachi chu aithahodonga. Tulpada bonk molya gando danago chuchut. Moga shampungpa. Bolawana chikni. Bamul slik mo podana wanga kun beast mulira best. Kachichu aitha odunga. Inkin kuno bamulira chikun. Slima podana. Rundi hodonga kun hunkabi. Takum justak miki grabel mogo. Kachichu aitha hodonga. Tulpada bonk molya gando danago chuchut. Moga shampungpa. Bolawana chikni. Bamul slik mo podana wanga kun beast mulira best. Tonghai tuam jiji yumalit pa ang inkotu. Tolbada bunk walya gando de nago chuchut. Kachi chu aitha haudunga. Yumalit ka inkotun. Chilo mulira de nebobo. Unka kun biskang. Bamulara kachi chu aitha haudunga. Inkin kuno bamulira chikun. Slima podana. Rundi hodonga kun hunkabi. Kontichani. Mulira asyong turong umni patoga wangkachone tize. Ikratug hatu. Chichiya, watayuma kawama huhanek.
I actually remember I first played this game when I was younger. I accidentally went dark side. I was questioning myself after that. I can doom the galaxy to oh good god! Oh come on! Oh! So you want a med pack? Beat that the med pack. He's just a beast. Soulbot is just a beast.
Sure.
Huh?
He's just a complete beast. Look at that, 25 strength.
Sure.
Then you want to talk. Let's get these goodies. Oh, how tragic. Oh well. He's just a beast. Oh, that's a lot of computer spikes. Open all security doors. Do not try and fight these turrets, by the way, they kill anyone in one hit. I've got enough to back with you. Oh, that's tragic. I can only one hit these guys. I can only hit these guys.
Hey, Big Z, we gotta do something about your breath.
This isn't the time.
But it's bad. Worse than usual, which is hard to believe.
We're in the middle of a hostile base.
Your breath has been pretty rancid ever since we rescued you from those Gamorrean slavers. What'd they feed you, buddy? Oh, Zalbar, that's terrible. I know how grouchy you get if you don't get your 8 square meals a day. I'm amazed you didn't pass out from hunger. Ew! No wonder your breath is so bad, Big Z. Gamorreans smell like bantha poodoo. We'll have to pick you up a toothbrush to clean that stench out of your choppers. Okay, relax. No toothbrush. Sheesh. Just try and eat something else to cover up that smell, okay? Stay away from anything that's smart enough to lock you in a cage this time.
Well, you tell her. You tell her. Have a talk in the middle of the enemy base. Doesn't look like the Rise of Skywalker to you.
You'll
Save here as well, because this guy behind us is actually tougher than most bosses in this game. Oh my god. Take back what I just said.
What? Yes? No problem. Got it.
That droid only takes at least a couple minutes to kill. I expect to be that quick to kill him. I'm on normal.
Huh?
Cover sure. Mines. The duo. I missed again. But that's just time. Yeah, totally.
You'll pay. Yeah?
What? No problem.
Kuya mi juz kachita naipatoga ya fulki kukula jiji. Kawana bota aayut tagwa. Kankidorati kun muatati mana ithabula.
Breshik stole that engine from Gadden. It was never yours to begin with.
Karatumpa kun pa yiyamoka paata. Bunanay kachu. Yinkin kuno ba mulirachi kun tong na bunsha nyunyang.
Anyone notice the Twi'lek in the gang speak the Hatese version of the language? Not the one that goes Kashi.
Yinkin kuno ba mulirachi kun slima podana. Rundi hodonga kun hunkabi. Tonga bugsham uninong. Wanga kun Beast King bamulira. Chuni yun tun jiji aithaduana. Kavavolpa muljui kamana. Mana tota. Aku jigratuk bola. Jishok Jonatong Jong King no una pangpa mulira kun kili. Kun kili no pa. Watati manyo kola una no ku mulira. Wi itha na dana itya. Watayuma kawama huhanik. Ashonkturong umnipatoga. Wanakun bes ching pala multongi.
Smilia, ti umpado punta krita. Topana oto vaskasa.
Achuta. Wangakun pistol piking kunyana. Tong patogas magtelia.
Okay, right. So my impression of Brejik in this game is he's a fool. He had everything he needed in the Vex, and he got consumed by power to control the Volkers. Like a gangland version of the Sith, to be fair, ain't it? Deal those too easily. How have they got a Sith energy shield? Kill the beast.
What?
You recover the mine.
Sure.
And we're about 10 minutes away from finishing Act 2 of Taurus. Oh, come on. There is a tricky game more Jedi levels game. There's a scoundrel, I would not recommend it. You stay level 2 until you reach the next planet and you get like 6 extra Jedi levels. The scoundrel, do not recommend it. Undercity first. that path.
Hey there, what can I do for you? I was a little snappish when we last talked. I'm sorry about that. I get a little touchy when it comes to Griff. It's kind of embarrassing telling people about him. It's complicated. Griff wasn't the most popular guy. He had his faults. But I still loved him, you know? Sometimes people don't understand. I never knew my parents. My brother always looked out for me. He's the one who brought me here to Tars. I was just a kid, only 5. But I remember the trip, if you could call it that. We were stuffed inside a packing crate in a starfreighter's cargo hold with just enough food and water to make the trip. Not exactly first class, you know? I don't know the whole story. I was pretty young, but my brother owed a lot of money. Might even have been a few arrest warrants out for him, I don't know.
I never knew Mission was on Tars for the Mandalorian Wars.
I mean, I don't want to make it sound like we were criminals. Well, maybe my brother was. See, this is why I don't like to talk about it. It makes Griff sound worse than he really was. My brother had his problems, but he always looked out for me. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Without my brother, I don't know where I'd be. He gambled and drank, and he was always borrowing money for his latest get-rich-quick scheme. But he had a good heart, you know? He taught me how to survive. Showed me how to slice into a computer
Nothing wrong with
security
get-rich-quick
system,
scheme
how to get
if
inside
it
a locked
works.
building without the entrance codes, and how to spot a wealthy mark for a quick shell game. Yeah, Griff did right by me. I really miss him since he left. I keep hoping he'll come back someday. He promised me he would. He fell in with a bad crowd. It's all Lena's fault. She's the one who took him from me. Just batted those long lashes at him and off he went. I don't want to talk about Griff and Lena. Just the thought of that space tramp makes my blood boil. Subject's closed as far as I'm concerned. If I'm gonna be any help to you, I can't be worrying about my brother running off with some intergalactic skank. So is there something else you need? Okay.
Why do I always go on the long way? Why do I always go on the long way in these games?
Back again? Your offer is generous, Upworlder, but the serum is useless to us now. The villagers infected with the Rakghoul disease have been quarantined beyond this gate. At any moment they could be transformed into terrible monsters. Nobody would be foolish enough to risk going into the pens to give them the cure. The infected ones could transform into Rakghouls and attack them at any moment. I can't stop you from... Back again? Is that...
You can't hear me.
Please, you have to help us. We beg you. We don't want to end up like the others. Please help us. We can't end up like them. You have a cure. Please, give it to me. Quickly, before it's too late. Quickly, I must inject it before it's too late. Yes, I feel it working. I feel the disease burning away. It's like a miracle. I am cured. Thank you, Upworlder. You have saved us from a fate worse than death. I only wish I had some reward to give you. Maybe you can find something worthwhile in the wreckage of that Republic escape pod. Not long ago, an escape pod. I'd tell you more if I could. We should go now, Upworlder.
You amaze me. I always thought the surface dwellers couldn't care less about us outcasts. But you risked everything to help those infected villagers. I wish I had some type of reward to give you, but we outcasts
we're not from the
have
degree
nothing.
of the
All
upper
I can
city, I'm
offer is the
afraid.
gratitude of the entire village. Farewell.
Greetings once more, Upworlder. Do you bring news of my apprentice? Have you discovered her fate and proved yourself to be a true savior of my people? It is as I feared, then. She joins the list of those who have given their lives in the service of our cause. But though I am saddened by this news, there is yet hope. By finding my apprentice, you have proved yourself worthy, Upworlder. You are to be the beacon on our path to salvation. You will guide us to the Promised Land. You are marked, Upworlder. Even my dim old eyes can see the mantle of destiny that cloaks you. Perhaps old Rookhill knows you better than you know yourself. I am old. I have lived 100 years in the Undercity, cast down into the darkness. I know the legends and history of our people, and now you must learn it too. The great city of Taris covers the entire surface of this planet. There is no land to grow food. Kelp harvests and the creatures of the sea are our only food source. A century ago, rising levels of toxic pollution poisoned the oceans, and famine swept the planet. The rich hoarded food for their own use, and the poor were left to starve and die. But the poor rose up against this tyranny, and civil war engulfed the planet. Millions died in the fighting, and huge sections of Taris were destroyed or abandoned. The rebellion was crushed in the end. Thousands were taken prisoner. The jails could not hold them all, and so the practice of banishing all prisoners to the Undercity was born. Many brave men and women were banished here to the Undercity for their part in the rebellion. People like my father and grandfather were cast down, along with their families.
What did you expect? If they could get away with it, the Teresian nobles would stuff their own mothers down here to make more room in the Upper City.
Now we live a dark existence beneath the streets of Taris, a life devoid of all hope but one, the Promised Land. And you will be the one to show us the way to get there. Legends tell of a self-sufficient colony founded just before the famine and lost during the Civil War. A paradise beneath the Undercity where droid servants tend to every need. For many years I searched for the Promised Land, just as my grandfather and father did before me. When I became old and gray, my apprentice continued the search on my behalf. I have collected many clues hinting at its location. The journal of my apprentice provides yet more information. But still, there are too many pieces missing from this puzzle. But I know my father and grandfather each had journals where they recorded their own discoveries. Perhaps with their journals, I could at last uncover its hidden location.
See, as you heard there, you have the surface of Taris, which is even the surface. Living close to the surface. Then you've got the lower city, which again is not the surface. And this undercity ain't the surface of Taris. It's like a labyrinth. And you're deeper into till you find the true surface of the planet. Which is how these people survive events soon to come.
Can it be true? Is it possible that at long last, the dream of my father and grandfather before him will be fulfilled? I can hardly bear to look. Yes, of course. Now I understand. It all makes sense. Now I see why the Promised Land has been so hard to find. It is so obvious. You have done a great thing, Upworlder. A selfless act that will bring great joy to all the people of this village. I must take this to Gendar right away.
Rookhill, what do you want now? Have you more fables of a hidden paradise just waiting
So we
for us
have
to find it?
Gendar, Hendar, and Goldar.
Fables after you see what I have brought you, Gendar. Look at these journals.
What? No. It can't be. Are these real, Rukil? Is this information accurate?
I swear to you, everything in these journals is true, Gendar. The Promised Land. I told you I would find it.
The entrance is far from here, Rukil. It will take us weeks to get there, perhaps even months. And we will have to cross many Rakghoul-infested areas.
I do not deny the journey will be hard, Gendar. But surely it is better than the miserable life we have here.
Wise words, Rukil. Our supplies are high right now. We could leave by nightfall. I will tell the others to prepare for the journey.
Thank you once again, Upworlder. I will say a final goodbye. For where we are going, I fear you cannot come. The journey to the Promised Land is long and arduous. No, Upworlder, I cannot ask that. The journey will take many, many weeks. And those who make the journey cannot return. That was the final secret of the Promised Land. When the colony was created, it was designed so that people could enter willingly, but they could never leave again. This was to ensure secrecy on the project. We must part ways here, Upworlder. I sense your destiny is yet to be chosen. But the destiny of my people is at the end of the long journey ahead of us.
You know, remind me of Atom from Skeleton Crew. Apart from you can't enter Atom willingly, you can't leave Atom either. I love that song, Donkey Dunker, released with Skeleton Crew. I'd love to see a second season of Skeleton Crew, to be honest. Now, the citizens of the Undercity are on their way to freedom. The 200-year-long way to freedom has finally reached its conclusion.
You have returned. You have the prototype swoop engine accelerator with you? I was beginning to wonder if you would make it. The race is tomorrow, and my mechanics need time to install the prototype into the swoop engine of our bike. Don't worry. I'm a man of my word. I promised you could ride in the swoop race under the Hiddenbeck banner, and I'm still going to let you do that. And I'm even going to go one better. I'm going to let you ride the swoop bike with the prototype accelerator installed on it. Without it, you won't stand a chance.
Gadden, you can't be serious. We need one of our best riders on that bike. We can't let some rookie take the prototype engine into the race.
I have to be honest with you. There's a reason I'm letting you take the prototype engine. The accelerator is unstable. There's a good chance it could explode during the race. I can't ask one of my own riders to take the risk. They'll be running unmodified swoops in the race. You'll be the only one using the prototype. If you can complete the track before the accelerator overheats, then you'll win for the Becks. If you die, then one of my other riders could still come through for me. You don't get to be leader of a swoop gang if you don't know how to work all the angles. You can stay here tonight. The mechanics need time to install the accelerator on the engine, so you won't be able to practice your riding. But I've got good instincts, and you have the look of a racer about you. Just try to relax, and in the morning we'll take you to the swoop track.
She offers to, she enjoyed it out, and Raji good, and she behind Gorubio, and now for the Klufta. Jojo, Tuntufla Fandigo Gelfa, Horicidan Gelfa Vadino Gelfa. She affade Gurisa to Fidandevat. Benpundas, Quora, Tuntufla Fandigo Gelfa, Horicidan Gelfa Vadino Gelfa. Colo Duf Divan Rebut. Ufta gel pis, ufta shelfa, ufta gel pis. She affade Gurisa to Fidandevat. Tuntufla Fandigo Gelfa, Horicidan Gelfa Vadino Gelfa. Colo Duf Divan Rebut. Ufta gel pis, ufta gel pis. Ufta shelfa, Abuelta. Pundas, Linda Dufta. Colo Duf Divan Rebut. Dikel Dirimo. Infusi Boravan. Colo Duf Divan Rebut. Abuelta. Quora. Elmo Tunfusi Nipiongan Dikelfa.
Haven't they?
Quora. Tuntufla Fandigo Gelfa, Horicidan Gelfa Vadino Gelfa. Colo Duf Divan Rebut. Ufta gel pis, ufta gel pis. Ufta shelfa,
You're playing a drinking game, you that drink, I'll be dead by the time you finish the
Divan Rebut. Dikel Dirimo. Infusi Boravan. She offers to, she enjoyed it out, and Raji good, and she behind Gorubio, and now for the Klufta. Jojo.
He's good old bastard.
Kuyami Juskuna Chitanai. Ina kun mama rulira rachikun, slimo padona. Undi hodonga chihonkabi, Jawana bota ayua tahonga chakanki dora. Kachi kuita hodonga. Topa da bungwalia gando donado chut. Musha papangpa, pola wana chitne. Pamuli slemo poda wanga kun bes mulira rabes. Chiska du suki kumpa nabona naikachu. Tuinkotu. Topa da bungwalia gando nago chuchut. Kabachi kuita hodonga. Yalamo inkatun. Jiloba mulira ni bobo. Wango kumbes gang. Mama rulira. Uba batu kochi. Tom nong bong shang nung yang. Tom katok smaktelia.
tip here, people, don't go too fast on this race. There is a time limit, but I don't remember what it is, but that high. Not that low, I mean. That's the time I gotta beat. That 30 seconds, the time I gotta beat. Speed Racer was also still around at the time of the Skywalker Saga as well. It was the popular pod racer at the time. You can't go wrong with pod racing, can you?
La boda ni winki smack toma. Wana kun bes chingpa ma rulira. Tok chingbang non kek. Tok ninja murira rabes. Uba batu goji. Tong non.
Now I am the street racing champion of Taurus.
She offered to, she enjoyed it out, and Raji good, and she began Gorubia, and now for the Tufta. Joyo, Tufta dan Gelfa, Norisi dan Gelfa.
Uba batu goji. Tong non bong shang nung yang. Tong patok smakdelia. Kuya mi just kuna kikunai. Ina kuma marura wachikun. Slimo padona. Mundi hadonga chikon kabi. Tiska du suki kumpa na bona na gachu. Tuinko tu. Topa da bunkwalya gandonago chuchut. Kabachi kuita hadonga. Yalamo inkatun, Jiloba Mulirani Bobo. Wango kumbes gang, but Mama Rulira. Yatuka Ulwan Kinkuna ba Murira, Rachikun, Mucha Shapanpa.
People, hear me! Before I present the so-called champion of the Becks with their prize, there is something you must know. The winning rider cheated!
See, and I believe no matter who won this race, he was going to pull this trick. Even one of his own riders he would pull this trick with.
Clearly an unfair advantage. Because of this hidden Beck treachery, I'm withdrawing the Vulca's share of the victory prize.
Jawana bota ayuata honga chakanki dora. Kachi kuita hodonga. Topa da bunkwalia gando donado chutchut. Musha papampa, bola wana chitne. Bamuli slemo poda wanga kunbes mulira rabes.
You old fool. Your traditions are nothing to me. I am the wave of the future. If I want to withdraw the prize and sell this woman on the slave market myself, nobody can stop me.
I might have something to say about that, Brejik.
What? Impossible. You were restrained by a neural disruptor. How could you have possibly summoned the will to free yourself?
You underestimate the strength of a Jedi's mind, Brejik. A mistake you won't live to regret.
Vulcus, to me! Kill this woman! Kill the swoop rider! Kill them all!
Good. Bastila is a good Jedi. But too young to accept any responsibility like killing Revan, or fighting Revan, or diplomacy. Are you saying someone like, let's say, Obi-Wan Kenobi would have told Bredzik he wouldn't live past this moment? No, he would give them a chance to surrender, and then he kill them if they refused. But still, Bastila than like 18 years, 20 years old in law.
Well, maybe those bloody Vulcans will think twice next time before trying to keep a Jedi prisoner. And as for you, if you think you can collect me as a prize... Wait, I don't believe this. You're one of the soldiers with the Republic fleet, aren't you? Yes, I'm sure of it. Paula, without your help. In fact, it's more accurate to say that I saved you. Bredzik and his Vulcans would have left you for dead if I hadn't stepped into that fight. You're lucky I was here to get you out of this mess.
And she's also... she is more arrogant at this point in the game than Attack of the Clones Anakin Skywalker. And he was pretty damn arrogant for a Padawan of his level.
I may have been a prisoner, but a Jedi is never helpless. Maybe you've heard of a little thing called the Force, but I suppose I shouldn't be too hard on you. You did try to save me after all, even if it didn't go quite as planned. So let's get down to business. We're not out of danger yet. If I'm going to figure out a way for us to get off this planet, I need to know what kind of resources we can draw on. First, are we the only two survivors left from the Ender Spire? Car Thonasi is alive. Finally.
She's automatically assumed leadership of the mission as well.
Best soldiers. He's proved himself a
He's
hero
right,
a
we
dozen
don't know, we
times over.
don't.
And he sent you here to save me. Maybe I misjudged
He
you.
fought for the lower
Half wouldn't have
city,
sent you if he wasn't
through
confident in
the
your
Vulcan
abilities.
base to get to
Forgive
her.
me. Despite my Jedi training, I still tend
Surely
to
there's
act
a
a bit
few
rashly sometimes.
detours
Please
in
take me to
the
Carthon
bounty
right away.
hunter
Between the three of us, I'm sure we can
and
figure
the
out
jeweler
some way
ring,
to
but
get off this planet.
that's beyond the
before the
point.
city realize we're here. You cannot win, Revan.
At that point in time, Revan probably would have successfully killed that strike team.
Bastila, you're alive. Finally, things are looking up. Now we just need to figure out a way to get off this planet.
You mean you don't have a plan to get off Taurus yet? What have you been doing all
Deep
this
down,
time?
Bastila, I think she actually later in the game, I guess she probably would have lost that fight. That injection into Darth Revan there, one of the influential Sith Lords in history. The Jedi Civil Wars, one of the most devastating wars. There's the Republic depicted in the Mandalorian Wars. And a little known fact, he's the one that inspired Darth Bane all of 2. That culminated in Darth Sidious and Darth Vader.
I see. Now that I'm back in charge of this mission, perhaps we can start doing things properly. Hopefully our escape from Terrace will go more smoothly than when you rescued me from Brejik.
I know you're new at this, Bastila, but a leader doesn't berate her troops just because things aren't going as planned. Don't let your ego get in the way of the real issues here.
That hardly strikes me as an appropriate way of addressing your commander, Karth. I am a member of the Jedi Order, and this is my mission. Don't forget that. My battle meditation ability has helped the Republic many times in this war, and it will serve us well here, I am sure.
Your talents might win us a few battles, but that doesn't make you a good leader. A good leader would at least listen to the advice of those who have seen more combat than she ever will.
Yes, you're right, of course. I apologize, Karth. This has been a difficult time for me. Of course, I'm happy to listen to your advice. What do you suggest we do?
First off, we
fact,
can't
Darth
get
Revan
hung
almost
up on
appeared in the
losing
Clone Wars
charge.
as well.
We all need to work together if we want to get off this rock. The
And
answer
the
is
vision
out there.
to
We just
the
have to find
Force
it.
goes to their son.
The sooner we start looking, the better.
Mortis,
I've already
but
been a prisoner
Lucius
of the Vulcans,
vetoed
and
that
I don't
appearance,
plan
saying
on
it doesn't
being
make
captured
sense
by
with
Sith.
established law.
I think we'll need some
not
help
right,
getting off
'cause-
Terrace. Maybe if we ask around, one of the locals can help us out. We should probably start by asking around in the cantinas. Is something
Well,
wrong?
we'll find out playing the
You
game,
seem
but
as if something's troubling you. A vision. A vision of what? This is strange. Such visions are often a sign of Force sensitivity. I'm not sure. It may be that you have some connection to the Force. It would not be unheard of. When we first met, your natural talent may have fed off my own Force abilities. It is possible that in the excitement of the battle's aftermath, the Force allowed you to witness one of my more intense memories. The Force is complicated. Even I, with all my training, cannot fully understand it yet. This is a matter best left to the wise masters of the Jedi Council. Once we escape Terrace, we can seek the guidance of the Council if you wish. They will understand the significance of your vision, if there is any. However, I think it would be best if we all stayed focused on the task at hand right now. We can't afford any distractions. We need to find a way off Terrace. How can I help? I would like to know what happened after you crashed on Taurus. I'm curious as to what you and Karth were doing before we all joined forces. I managed to free myself, as I recall. In fact, if I hadn't been there, Brejik and his thugs might have killed you in that fight. It's probably more accurate to say that I rescued you. I'll admit that I probably wouldn't have been able to free myself if not for the brawl after the swoop race. I guess I should thank you for that, at least. Actually, your presence at the swoop track is what I'm curious about. It couldn't have been an easy task to find me there. Yet somehow you managed. You also avoided detection by the Sith, discovered I was a Vulcar prisoner, gained sponsorship for the race, and became the Taurus Swoop champion. That's quite a resume. Yes, well, I hardly consider myself a damsel in distress. I'm a member of the Jedi Order, after all. But I won't deny you've impressed me with what you've done. When you were chosen to join this mission, I doubt any of us expected this much from you. A Jedi could have done such things, of course, but only by drawing heavily upon the Force. Perhaps, but the Force works through all of us to some degree or another. There are some individuals outside the Jedi Order that we consider Force sensitive. It's obvious to me that the Force has been working through you. There is no other explanation for your great success, though I'm not certain what to make of this discovery. Perhaps if you weren't... well, if you were younger, the Jedi might take you for training. But as it is... Ah, yes, the rescue again. Very well, for what it's worth, I concede the point to you. You rescued me from Brejik, and yet we're still stuck here on Taris. Hopefully, between your abilities, my Jedi training, and the skills of our companions, we can find a way off this planet.
Yes, what's on your mind? Oh, you want to argue some more, is that it? So I've seen. If I were Malik, I'd be a bit nervous to have you on my tail. I just don't trust
Oh,
easily.
Malik's a little
For
bitch,
good
you'll
reasons.
find out in
Or
this
my
game.
own. Oh, damn it. I suppose I won't get any rest until I talk, will I? You want to know why I don't trust anyone? Fine. Here goes. 5 years ago, the Jedi had just finished the war with the Mandalorians. Revan and Malik were heroes. I was damn proud to have served in their fleet. It was completely unexpected when they turned on us, invading the Republic while we were still weak. Nobody knew what to think, least of all me. Our heroes had become brutal, conquering Sith, and we were all but helpless before them. I mean, think about it. If you can't even trust the best of the Jedi, who can you trust?
I'm gonna say it now. The Mandalorians got closer to toppling the Republic than most Sith empires did. The only ones that came close in terms of the Sith were Revan and Malik. Their effects even carry on into the second game. Vishay and Emperor Palpatine, who was the one exception who did topple the Republic and did topple the Jedi for a quarter of a century, or over a quarter of a century if you include Dark Empire.
It's not that. That's not what I mean. There were
Nearly a century
others,
include the Rise of
good,
Skywalker.
solid, trusted men who joined them. Malik and Revan and the Sith deserve to die for what they've done, but the ones who fled the Republic and joined them are even worse. The dark side has nothing to do with why they joined with the Sith. They deserve no mercy.
But Mandalore the Ultimate is probably the best non-Force sensitive combatant in Star Wars.
I know. And I should apologize to you.
Only
I've become
Grievous,
so accustomed to expecting
Jango
the worst
Fett,
in others, and you've done nothing to
Boba
deserve
Fett,
that. It's just... No, never mind.
being among his
Let's
contenders.
just continue with what we were doing. I'd rather not talk about it.
Hey there, what can I don't want to talk about if I'm gonna be any... Okay.
Inkin kun no ba muli rachin kun. Tongai tun kun ching. Ni boboji mata ni punaje. Dolpi kiknyunyan. Rundi Haudonga Kuhunkabi. Wana Kunbes. Chink Palamul Tonk Kimba na Konkek. Tungting Tachun Kunnek Mulirabest. Takum Justak Miki Grabel Mogo. Kachi Chu Aithaudonga Tulpada Bonk Molya Gando Danago Chuchut. Moga Shampunkpa Bolawana Chikni. Bamul Slik Mo Podana Wanga Kun Bist Mulira Best. Tonghai Tuam Gigi Yumalithpa Ang Ninkotu. Tolbada Bunk Walya Gando Danago Chuchut. Kachi Chu Aithaudonga. Yumalith Kainkotun. Chilo Mulra de Nebobo. Unka Kun Biskang. Bamulara. Shagjikin Lord Chawata Uma? Kavavulpa Mulji Gumana. King Kun Shachi King. Ni King Kun Obamulira Jikun? Wama Kunbes. Chinpalamuji. Tunira nu prata dunko. Sercha domandoma?
Yes?
Right to the canteen. It's a common trope in BioWare games for the first level to be the longest, ain't it? Fitted out of Mass Effect, Omega in Mass Effect 2.
I saw you in the swoop race. Very impressive. You seem like you know how to get results. That's just the kind of person I'm looking for. My name's Canderous Ordo. I work for Davik Kang in the Exchange. The hours aren't great, but they promised me a fortune to work for.
I was gonna say Pelagus in Total 2 in the longest sea, but I forgot that Obsidian made that
But
game.
lately, Davik hasn't been paying me what he promised. I don't like getting cheated, so I figure it's
Heartbeat. This could be a trap.
I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to your friend, aren't I? I saw you win that swoop race and started thinking, anyone crazy enough to race like that is probably crazy enough to break into the Sith military base. I need someone to steal the Sith launch codes from the base. Without those codes, any ship leaving the atmosphere will be disintegrated by the Sith fleet's automated defense guns. Here's the deal. You bring me those launch codes, and I can provide the vehicle to get us off the planet. Davik's flagship, the Ebon Hawk.
Not yet. First you bring me the launch codes. Then I'll tell you the rest of my plan. Getting in won't be easy. The Sith base is protected by an encrypted security system. It would take a top-of-the-line astromech droid to slice through it. Lucky for you, I know.
I'm just seeing his face is fine, but it's a little bit of a corner of his arm
Davik was
is
having one
awfully
custom built by
textured.
Janice Nall. Just tell her Canderous sent you, and she'll sell you the droid. Then you can use it to get the launch codes from the Sith base. Davik paid for the droid, but I'm the guy he put in charge of the mission. He won't care how I come up with those codes. Normally I do this myself, but everyone knows who I work for. If I broke into the Sith base, they'd send an army down on Davik's estate to get those codes back. That's why I need you.
I don't sense any deception from him, which is surprising. This may be exactly what we need.
I'm going to wait in Javier's cantina. You come and find me when you've got those launch codes, and I'll make sure we both get off this rock.
Ready?
What can I...
Use your lightsaber.
I do.
Sure.
There's also time fish of the dueling ring.
Slimo poiduana, Chioka colmolera, quien conjo peshak, nova moleraji, Charion toranchi, aitatia, Pula una chinek, Bamulera slimo anga kubiskin.
Ladies and gentlemen, draw your eyes to the center ring. We have a very special presentation in store for you. He's a legend in the sport, a 20-year veteran who still knows how to show the young kids a trick or two. Let's have a big hand for Marl! But there's always some young gun coming up to knock the veterans off. And we've got one of the best right here. I give you the Mysterious Stranger.
Oh god, this has gone awful.
It's over! The fight is over! The Mysterious Stranger has won! Marl is down, and questions abound! Is this the end for the long-time vet? Is it time for Marl to hang up his spurs? And what of the Mysterious Stranger? Twitch is waiting in the wings. Do you dare take a shot at the champion himself? Will the wild-eye wonder finally be unseated?
You're good, stranger. Maybe even as good as Bendak in his prime. There's no shame in losing to you. But when you beat me, you made me realize something, kid. First, it was just Twitch I couldn't handle. Now it's you and Twitch. Pretty soon, there'll be another young hotshot clawing past me in the rankings. This game's been good to me, but my time is done. I need to get away from the duel rings for a while. Think things over. Goodbye, stranger. I wish you all the best.
We just had a guy to retirement. I kid you not.
Chioka colmolera, quien conjo peshak, nova moleraji, Charion toranchi, aitatia, Pula una chinek, Bamulera slimo anga kubiskin. Chachiska don puta, Casabubaka, Mochaudanga, Yavulki, Parish Manarish, Tonjonea Hakonong, Mulera Yomunaze,
Now it's time to become the champion. Champion of Taurus. I'm gonna crush him. Crush him like the buggy is.
Ladies and gentlemen, draw your eyes to the center ring. We have a very special presentation in store for you. Hold on to your seats and stay back from the edges of the ring. He's wild, he's unpredictable, he's borderline psychotic. And he's the best damn duelist in the game today. Give it up for Twitch. But Twitch's opponent plans to take the champion down. Night after night, battle after battle, we've watched this young phenom rise through the ranks. In this corner, the challenger for the title of Taurus Dueling Champion, the mysterious Stranger.
What peaceful. And he has. It's over. And no.
It's over. The fight is over. The mysterious Stranger has won. Twitch's reign of terror is over. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new champion. The mysterious Stranger!
Taurus manaris, tongjonea hakonong. Mulera yonunaze, jijing wibedwan naitawish. Yamijusa. Ayo nopis tuulaji yokaku tonga buksha umenong. Karavol pamulsli kumanabak mulira. Chuniyun tunjiji aitadwana. Karavol pamulsli kumana. Bograkimun chubagatok bendik starkile. Wikili jomi. Ichibolano, Zakmolera, Kinbendek.
Starkiller appears. At least 4 times in the Star Wars universe. With Luke Starkiller being Luke Skywalker's original name. Original draft of A New Hope. Bendak Starkiller, who is this man that went white in front of me. Starkiller / Galen Merrick from The Force Unleashed. He also could do his claim of Force Unleashed 2 as a separate entity. And then you have Starkiller Base and Force Awakens.
I've been watching you on the dueling ring.
A nice little trait they keep featuring throughout the
to come out of retirement and show you what it's like to do battle against a real
franchise.
champion. But I only fight in death matches. And not too many people are willing to step into the ring knowing they won't ever come out. How about you, stranger? You think you got what it takes? Since I'm not going to answer... People are always bugging me for my auto print. Comes with the territory. You survive over 100 death matches and people tend to see you as something of a legend. I'm retired now. Once, but I saw you in the ring against Twitch. You... Finally, fresh meat. Azure will set it up. Go talk to him. It will take some time to arrange, so no point sticking around here until then. I'll be back when it's time for you to die.
overconfidence is his weakness.
Mulirabut malitunirannanu prattatuncho searchatomatoma. Kalavui pamulsi kumana kinkon shashikin neken koinova mulirajikun. Wama kumbes chimpalamuli tunirannanu prattatunko.
Right, save outside of the fight. I think when I was younger, I saved in the fight. That was a nightmare to get past.
Awanalota ayotagwa kankidova naimechus kochis kanayo potoga ya fulke gokola jiji wachanichu.
Ladies and gentlemen, come with me now on a journey to the savage days of years gone by, to a time when 2 combatants entered the arena and only 1 came out alive. They're illegal. They're banned. They've been outlawed for nearly 10 years, but we've got one for you tonight. A good old-fashioned death match. In this corner, a living legend. A man whose very name would make his opponents shake in their boots. If any of them were still alive,
Is he a Mandalorian?
out of retirement for one last battle.
10 years ago would have been the beginning of the Mandalorian War. Like the feeling of the Mandalorian Wars.
Step into the ring with such a lethal legend? Who would be mad enough to face almost certain death merely for your enjoyment? Ladies and gentlemen, feast your wondering eyes on the mysterious stranger. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. Let the death match begin!
Luckily I can heal well in this menu. got him.
Bendak is down! It's over! It's over! The fight is over! Bendak Starkiller is down! Bendak Starkiller is dead! All hail the mysterious stranger! The greatest duelist to ever grace the rings of Terrace!
Also the last bounty done. But this guy was not even offering a higher percentage of the purse, putting your life on the line, till we told him we wanted one. That is how greedy Huts can be.
Hey, look who's back! The mysterious stranger. You know, I had a front row seat when you gunned down Bendak Starkiller. Best duel I've ever seen. If times weren't so tough, I'd give you a discount, seeing as how you're a big celebrity. Because of the Sith quarantine.
At least got on med path, that's the game.
Ready?
I'm here.
Sure.
Come on, calf. There's always one that's left behind. Always one.
She affirmed to, she endured it all, and really good, and she behind Borussia, and now for the Lufter, Royal.
Get out of here, you goggle-eyed freak! You're too ugly for the upper city.
Yeah, go back to where you came from. We don't want your kind up here.
It's bad. I've actually, I actually know people like that.
Why do you care what happens to some scummy alien? He's just a freak.
Yeah, he isn't even supposed to be in the upper city. Come on, let's go. I don't want to listen to this alien lover anymore.
Tuni tufla fandigo delfa. Oisidan delfa van inogan delfa. Ufta del pris. Undastal shelfa. Pabuilta. Well, Bundas. Linda tufta. Kolo tuf divan rebu. Ikel dirimo. Tenfu siporavan.
Can I give Largo his bounty money?
What do you want now? You're not going to... I don't think anyone... I've been hiding here. You'd give 200 credits to a stranger just to help them out? I don't believe it. Well, thank you.
Wow, that sure was generous of you. I just hope we don't end up...
Now I can pay off Davik. Oh, thank...
Let's get T3, shall we?
Out of our way, citizen. We're on official Sith business. Just stand aside if you know what's good for you.
Let me begin the final push. Get off this planet.
A plague spreads through our streets. We cannot sit idly by while this monster infects our society.
Wish I could kill that racist there.
Shi kaikit witimembo rangthong. Mulira on shaturing ni patoga wanga chonzi tse. Ika krotu hakujije. Watu yama kama wona henak nek. Mokao dangya foki. Chachiska do punta kakaspaka. Bano oto. Genchopa chawi tikchok twis yun kun. Watu yama kama wona henak nek. Bugra shak kunti chiwa mchawa. Dong abuk shami nonok. Watawama muliri kin kun chopeshwa. No ba mule raji. Jone yuturi yanchi either bola unchi chinek. Bah mulir selima wanga kun bikin.
Right. Let's leave the party for a minute. Let's go to the Sith base. And meet the pathetic man in this game.
Listen to me.
Besides that man.
There is a terrible scourge sweeping our planet. Heed my warning before it is too late.
Yes?
Whatever you, because I'm never actually going to use you.
Yes?
Bring back the beast.
Yes?
I'm here.
What?
Kavadumpa kapalia monapata. Bonanakachu. Yin kin kun no ba mule rachi kun. Tong na bun sha nuyang. Kipuna na bon sha. Kavadumpa kupaliaya mokarpata.
kakin cha na kwat na bon kon. Wana kumbes, chi pala mulak, tonki pa nagnone. Kin kun shi kakachin awana wamata. Nishi la chorga kin kun pala mula reji. Ching pala niska mule tun rata tigin podranko. The searcha doma wana kundatama.
Yeah, they've been a couple days as well, they've been in charge.
Wanga kun kiba
Wooly ruined things.
Kakin shak nawa gawa bakon. Donk kiba nukunek. Tonga bok sha nak nong.
And I thought I made this space twice as easy. So now the only hard fight in this base should be the Sith Governor. The rest should be pretty by the book.
Wana kumpes chingpa marulira, tok chingbang non kek, tok ninja mulira rabes. Tiska du sukiku ba nabona nagachu, ag tuinkotu, topa da bunkwalya gandonago chuchut, kapachi kuita hotonga, yalamo inkapun, jiloba mulira ni bobo. Wango kumpes gang, ba mamarulira, jawana bota ayuha tahonga cha kanki dora, kachi kuita hodonga, topa da bunkwalya gando do naga chuchut, musha papangpa, bola wana chitne, ba muli slemo boda wanga kumpes mulira.
Oh shit, how did it kill them? What? They're not even fully, they're not even all green. Why is he dead? They meant to all turn green to kill him or all turn red to free him, but there's one red one. That's bullshit, that.
The Force fights with me.
level up yet. Yeah, I want to get down to in. Save, because the guy can be a bastard behind this door.
Who dares to break my meditation? You will pay for interrupting my... Wait. I sense the Force is strong with you. Very strong. Who would have thought a Force adept could be found on this insignificant planet? But your talent is no match for a disciple of the dark side. Spoken like a true drone of the Jedi Council. We Sith, however, have learned to embrace the potential of the dark side. It is what gives us strength. This meeting is a stroke of luck for me. My master will surely reward me with my lightsaber once I kill you.
That's how pathetic this guy is. This guy got his lightsaber, took off him like a school child. God, it's... Oh, now they're all green. Well, green a minute ago, were they?
I'm here.
Sure.
This elevator is off. It's obvious from the... Well, why didn't you say so? Everything seems to be in order. Okay, I guess you can go down to the lower city. Just be careful down there. Those swoop gangs will take a shot at anybody. Even our Sith patrols have come under fire.
I figured you'd be back. Neither of us is getting off this planet unless we work together. Now, I know the Sith military base had a break-in. And I know it was you. I know you've got those departure codes I need. So what do you say? We join forces, and I can get you inside Davik's base, and right to the Ebon Hawk. We can go right now. Fair enough, but don't take too long.
Gino mulera king paja slimo poituana. Tomba toras materia. Gioca gol mulera. Quien conjo peshak nova muleraji. Jerion toranchi aitatia. Ulauna chinek, bamulera slimoanga kubisking, chibeduana ni bobo. Tung nanung sha nunjang, muchitito aki chijaku. Chachiska don puta, kasabubaka, ho 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 ho. Mochao donga, ya fulki, kachichunai saudunga. Taukum justak mike grabil mogo. Tulpada vunkwa yagando danaga chuchut. Moga shampumpa. Tumba smaktilia, hehe. Chiyoka kolmolera, chibeduan. Chachis kachichu. Chibeduan. Chachis kato uchangyo. Chibeduan.
I figured you'd be back. Neither of us is getting off this planet. Now, I know... So what do you say? Davik's always looking to recruit new talent. I'll tell him how you won that swoop race and mention that you're interested in working for the exchange. I'll say I brought you in so he could check you out. He'll have you stay at his estate for a couple of days while he runs some background checks on you. That's standard procedure.
This is too risky. We should find another way.
You got another plan, sister? Or are you just objecting because you didn't
There is no other way off the
I
planet.
don't have another plan. I would rather not place my life in your hands, however.
I can say the same about you. That makes us even. Fortunately, we both want to get off this rock, right? While Davik's checking you out, we steal the Ebon Hawk and escape Taris. Come on. I've got an airspeeder nearby to take us to Davik's estate. The sooner we're off Taris, the better.
You notice how the Sith always maintain the same ship design to some degree, of dagger-shaped and tall bridges. Darth Malak.
You summoned me, Lord Malak.
A Sith Lord who
The search for Bastila is taking too long.
pathetic
We cannot risk her
and also underrated at the exact same time.
destroy the entire planet.
The entire planet, Lord Malak. But there are billions of people on Taris. We'd be slaughtering countless innocent civilians, not to mention our own men still on the surface.
Your predecessor once made the mistake of questioning my orders, Admiral. Surely you are not so foolish as to make the same mistake.
Of course not, my Lord Malak. I will do as you command, but it will take several hours to position our fleet.
Then I suggest you begin immediately. You are dismissed, Admiral.
Yes, Lord Malak.
In one movement, he has killed billions of innocent people and killed countless of his own men.
So, Canderous, I see you've brought someone with you. Most interesting. So myself, you usually
That is a
travel
political
alone. It's not like you to
and
take
a
out
military
partners,
failure,
Canderous.
all in
You're
one.
getting soft.
Elf Gallo, you may be the newest Cath Hound in the pack, but you aren't top dog yet.
Enough! I won't have my top 2 men killing each other. That's not good business.
In terms
I'm sure
of
Candace has an explanation as to why he's not working solo.
failures of
This is a special case, Davak.
making
I
sure the
ran into
regime
someone
runs
the exchange
smoothly.
might want to recruit.
Only
You may have heard
Tarkin
something of their
is the
exploits
Death
already.
Star was more
yes.
reckless.
Now I recognize your companion. The rider who won the big swoop race. Very impressive, as was your display in the rather heated battle afterwards. You know, Candace was right. The exchange is always looking for new talent. You could have a bright future with our organization. With the recommendation from Candace and a thorough background
Especially when you
check,
factor in the
you
fact
could
that
become
Darth
part of
Knight,
the
for example,
exchange.
didn't care
Many would
about
kill to
politics
prove
or
themselves
military.
worthy of this honor.
You know, they consume all life to feed his hunger. And then you have the likes of Vichy, who was
Come with me. I will give you a tour of my operation.
who was a Darth Knight, but maintained his personality.
Ah, there she is. The Ebon Hawk. My pride and joy. The fastest ship in the Outer Rim. Note the state-of-the-art security system I've had installed to protect her. The shields are completely impregnable. Nobody can get past them without the codes to try and steal my baby. Unfortunately, the Sith military blockade has grounded my vessel. The Ebon Hawk can outrun any vessel in the galaxy. But even she isn't fast enough to avoid the auto-targeting laser cannons of the orbiting Sith fleet. I am, of course, working on acquiring the Sith departure codes so that I may come and go as I please. However, progress has been slow. But we should continue our tour. These will be your accommodations. The Siths are just down the hall. If you need anything during your stay, food, a massage, feel free to call upon their services. If all goes well, we get background check. You will be invited to join the exchange. I'd advise you to accept the offer when it comes, or suffer the dire consequences.
Oh, and the Yuzhan Vong didn't care about preserving planets. They just wanted to destroy all
Stay in these rooms as
non-believers.
my guest for the next few days. I will not accept no for an answer. Feel free to visit the slave quarters at any time during your stay. I must warn you that if you are found anywhere outside the guest wing during your stay, or if you bother my other guests, my security forces will deal with you most harshly. I will return after the investigation into your background is complete. Until then, make yourself comfortable. Come, Callow. Let us leave our guests in peace.
Okay, we're inside. Now all we have to do is figure out a way to get past the Ebon Hawk security system, and we can get the rest of your group off this planet. No sense waiting around here, though. The sooner we get off Taurus, the better. Yeah?
Put everything into him on Treat Injury. He is your tank this playthrough. Any playthrough he is your tank.
Sure.
Huh?
What can I do?
Sure.
Right, time to kill some rich snobs, I suppose.
Gino Molirani Bubo Tonking Ba Noku Netsag. Smilia! Tingkuin ko ka patoga ya.
About enough to wash and people of this planet. Oh, beat one away. Oh, they're both run away. Yeah, they have legs, haven't they? Me. Gonna die anyway, might as well die with honor.
What? I'm here.
Everyone should be willing to die with honor.
No problem. Hey! What's the idea of barging in here? Get out of here, I'll call the guards.
Pudu, Tony Rama.
Hey, baby, wait! I wasn't actually going... Damn it! Okay, great. You just scared off my date for the night, so you better explain yourself before I... Okay, I guess you better pay more. I tried to play nice, but I guess the only one... No problem. Got it. No problem. Got it. No problem. Got it.
You actually encounter all these creatures in the game, by the way. There's a lot of Rhodians, ain't it?
Sure.
How dare you invade my chambers? How rude! I am a personal guest of Davik himself. I left specific instructions that you guards were not to disturb me until morning. How can Davik expect me to invest in his ventures with this kind of incompetence on display? I should summon the other guards and report you to your commanding officer. Don't work for Davik? Then what do you... Plus, assassins! Guards! Save me! Here it
have no idea what it was like in that torture cage. I don't know how much more I could take before going mad. I don't have anything to give you as a reward for freeing me. Nothing tangible anyway. But I've got information that could be worth a fortune. I used to be the pilot of the Ebonhawk, Davik's flagship. I know the codes to disable the security system protecting it. I'll load them onto your datapad now. You can use those codes to steal the Ebonhawk right out of its... Sell it to the highest bidder, ransom it back to Davik. Whatever you do, you'll make thousands. It won't be long until...
We've got what we came for. We should get going.
Die.
So, Bastila.
This isn't the time for a conversation.
It must be
Again.
embarrassing to be bested by a handful of street thugs.
This is
There were
about to bomb the
extenuating
planet.
circumstances, and I can assure
We
you,
need
it
to
took far
won.
more than a handful of Vulkars to subdue me.
Whatever you say. All I know is that if we had more Jedi like Bastila fighting against us in the Mandalorian Wars, my side might not have lost.
Bold talk from a broken-down mercenary who is serving at Davik's heel. I'd call you his pet cat-hound, but they have enough loyalty not to turn on their masters.
Insults? Maybe if your master had trained your lightsaber to be as quick as your tongue, you could have escaped those Vulkars, you spoiled little Jedi princess.
I was not spoiled. I was given the same training as everyone else in the Order. You are nothing but... No, I must not do this. There is no emotion. There is peace.
That's the problem with you, Jedi. Oh.
Enough, Mandalorian. I won't rise to your bait anymore.
I never even knew this room was back here.
Damn those Sith, they're bombing the whole planet. I knew they'd turn on us sooner or... Oh, look what we got here. Thieves in a hangar. So, you figured you'd just steal my ship for your getaway and leave me high and dry while the Sith turn the planet into dust? Sorry, but that ain't gonna happen.
I'll take care of them, Davik. I've been looking forward to this for a long time.
Make it quick, Carlo. The Sith mean business. If we don't get to our ships and find somewhere safe, the bombs they're dropping will kill us all.
Yeah? You have me outnumbered and outgunned. But if I'm going down, I'm taking all of you with me. This thermal detonator will blow us all to bits. Damn those Sith! Now bring this whole hangar down around our ears.
Yes?
Sure.
Let's get this ship fired up. We'll pick up the rest of your friends and then we'll have to get off this planet.
Taris is defenseless against our assault, Lord Malak. They are offering no resistance. The city is in ruins.
Resume the bombardment, Commander. Wipe this pathetic planet from the face of the galaxy.
This is similar to a base Delta Zero, by the way, that the Empire uses at times. Base Delta Zero is more effective, quicker in this method. They're trying to ship of the Executor in charge of the bombardment. All the people we just helped have just been murdered. I think the most annoying part about space travel in this game.
Plot a course for Dantooine. There's a Jedi enclave there where we can find refuge.
Incoming fighters!
Quickly, to the gun turrets. You have to hold the Sith fighters off until we get those hyperspace coordinates punched in.
And yes, at the moment all those ships are bombarding that planet into nothing but rubble. All that manpower has been wasted on one planet. That's that. Ten ships that orbited one planet. Get the quarantine. Ten ships, people, 10 ships. He probably just killed potentially hundreds and thousands of Sith troopers. That bombardment. He could have used those troopers to invade any other planet.
Dantooine. Seems like a lifetime since I last set foot on her surface. Though in truth, it's only been a few months. We should be safe from Malik here. For now, at least.
Safe? You saw what his fleet did to Terrace. There wasn't a building over 2 stories high left standing. They turned the planet into one big pile of rubble.
Even the Sith would think twice before attacking Dantooine. There are many Jedi here, including several of the most powerful Masters of the Order. There is great strength within this place. We can get supplies here and recuperate. The Academy is a place of mental and spiritual healing. Something we could all use after what we've been through.
Maybe you're right. It isn't easy to witness the annihilation of the entire planet. I know Mission must be taking it pretty hard.
She will find a way to come to terms with her grief. She's stronger than she appears. We just need to give her time. Now I must go speak with the Council. I need their advice on recent developments. After I've met with them, I will meet you outside the ship.
I do love the Dantooine soundtrack in this
I've
game.
spoken briefly with the Council. They request an audience with you. We should go at once.
An audience with the Jedi Council?
That's a
Pretty
banana
unusual for
too
someone who
trapped
isn't even
like, you
a
know,
Jedi. What's this about,
or asleep too.
I'm sorry, Koth, but I cannot tell you. All I ask is that you trust in the Force
to
and
be
the
honest.
wisdom of the Council.
Well, I don't like being left out of the loop, but I'm not looking to get you in any trouble with the Jedi Masters. We'll do things your way for a while.
Come, they're expecting us. I will lead you to the Council chambers.
You there, Padawan. Why are you not wearing the customary robes of the Jedi? Do you mock the honor traditions of our order?
Keep in mind, Bastila just ran past who doesn't wear the traditional robes of the Order.
Bastila. I have heard of her. They say she has already mastered the art of battle meditation. Remarkable in one so young. Though I've heard she has a foolish pride in her own talents.
But of course
as
they're
for
Jedi, they can do no wrong.
You claim you are not a Padawan? I find this hard to believe. The Force is strong within you. I can feel its presence. If this is some type of jest, it is in very poor taste. The Jedi Order is not a subject for jokes. Please forgive the abruptness with which I first greeted you. It was harsh and perhaps unfair. My master often warns me that I must learn to control my emotions. I see I have much left to learn. I wish you a pleasant stay here on Dantooine. May the Force be with you.
Ah, so you are the one who rescued Bastila. It is appropriate you are here. We have been discussing your rather special case. I am Jar, a member of the Jedi Council. With me are Master Vrook, Master Vandar, and of course the chronicler of our academy, Master Dorak. Padawan Bastila, I am sure you are already familiar with. Bastila tells us you are strong in the Force. We are considering you for Jedi training.
Master Jar speaks out of turn, perhaps. We need indisputable proof of your strong affinity to the Force before we would even consider accepting you for training.
Proof? Surely the entire Council can feel the strength of the Force within this man. And I've already related to you the events that took place on Terrace.
Perhaps it was simple luck.
We both know there is no luck. There is only the Force. We all feel the power in Bastila's companion, though it is wild and untamed. Now that this power has begun to manifest itself, can we safely ignore it?
The Jedi training is long and difficult, even when working with a young and open mind. Teaching a child is hard. How much harder will it be for an adult to learn the ways of the Jedi?
Traditionally, the Jedi do not accept adults for training, though there are rare exceptions in the history of our order. But you are a special case.
I agree with Master Dorak. Many of our own pupils are leaving the Jedi Order to follow the Sith teachings. We need recruits to stand against Malak. With Revan dead...
Are you certain Revan is truly dead? What if we undertake to train this one and the Dark Lord should return?
We should discuss this matter more fully in private. Bastila, you and your companion must go. This is a matter for the Council alone.
As you wish, Master Vandar. We shall return to the Ebon Hawk and leave you to your deliberations.
The dark side is strong in this place. I can feel its power. Is this wise? The ancient Jedi sealed this archway. If we pass beyond this door, we can never go back. The Order will surely banish us. Are the secrets of the Starforge so valuable? Can its power truly be worth the risk?
This morning's getting stranger by the minute. First Bastila comes out looking like she saw a ghost, and now you. Well, Bastila did mention that you should go to the council chambers before she left. It's no doubt urgent, so you shouldn't keep them waiting. No, she didn't. She didn't seem well, as I recall, and for that matter, neither do you. Are you all right? You got it. What, ready?
Yeah, what do you want? You want to hear tales of my exploits? Of the wars I've seen and fought? The enemies I've seen die by my hand? Sure, I'll humor you. My name's Canderous, of the Mandalorian clan Ordo. I've been fighting across the galaxy for 40 of your years. For my people, it is the honor and glory of battle that rules us. It's through combat that we prove our worth, gain renown, and make our fortunes. Times have changed now. The Mandalore clans have been scattered across the Outer Rim. The Republic is in decline, and the Sith Empire rises to take its place. The clans as they were aren't a threat, but the galaxy still fears us. People think we war out of spite or bloodlust. They don't understand, and fear that. We only wanted the challenge of the battle, and glory from it. Win or lose. And we lost. But now I have no real challenges. Crushing Davik's enemies and the pathetic gangs in the lower city of Taris could not be considered the most glorious of tasks. When I think of the battles I've fought, the thousands I've killed, the worlds I've burned, I weep for... We will never again speak.
Bastila has told us of a most unusual development.
She claims you and she have shared a dream. A vision of Malak and Revan in the ancient ruins here on Dantooine.
These ruins have long been known to us, but we believe them to be merely burial mounds. Perhaps they're more than we first suspected, if Revan and Malak found something there.
Bastila has described this shared dream to the Council in great detail. We feel it is more than a dream. It is a vision. The Force is acting through you, as it acts through Bastila.
You and Bastila share a powerful
Respect
connection
with the
to
past.
Force.
Always
and
act
each
as
other.
a vision of the future.
This is not unheard of. Connections often form between master and student, but rarely does a bond develop so quickly.
Whatever dangers may lie ahead, we cannot ignore the destiny that has brought you and Bastila here to us, together. You and she are linked, as is your fate to hers. Together, you two may be able to stop Darth Malak and the Sith.
But do not let your head be filled with visions of glory and power. Such thoughts are the path to the dark side. The way of the light is long and difficult, as you must learn. Are you ready for such hardship?
Understand that there is little choice in this matter, for you or us. Across the galaxy, the numbers of our order dwindle. We have sent many Jedi in quest of a way to thwart Malak's advance. Many have not returned. The Sith hunt the Jedi down like animals, ambushing and assassinating our brothers wherever they are found. We fear it is only a matter of time until they discover even this hidden refuge.
Other Jedi have fallen from the light and embraced the dark side, giving their allegiance to the Sith and Malak,
What?
their Dark Lord.
You just said a hidden refuge. This enclave is. Keep in mind, Darth Malak is a former Jedi himself, and numerous other Sith at the moment are. They know where this enclave is. It's not exactly hidden. It's not exactly hidden, is it?
The lure of the dark side is not easy to resist. Malak's power grows as more and more planets fall to his conquering armies.
If Malak is not stopped, the Republic will fall, and the Jedi will be hunted to extinction. The galaxy will enter a time of darkness and tyranny, not seen for 1,000 generations.
The Council has decreed that you and Bastila must investigate the ancient ruins you dreamed of, once the Council deems you ready.
Perhaps there you will find some clue, some explanation of how Revan and Malak were corrupted. And perhaps there you shall find a way to stop them.
The Force flows through you like no student we have ever seen. But you're willful and headstrong, a dangerous combination.
Before we send you to investigate the ruins, you must be trained in the ways of the Jedi, so that you can resist the darkness within yourself, within all of us. Otherwise, you are doomed to fail.
We must begin your training at once. You have a destiny upon you that you must be prepared to face. The entire fate of the galaxy is upon you.
I can only hope you will prove up to the task.
The path you have chosen to walk is difficult. Intensive training will prepare you physically for the demands of the Order. Meditation will teach you to channel the power of the Force. To truly understand the way of the Jedi, you must open your mind to knowledge. Seek wisdom in the teachings of the great masters of our Order. A Jedi is never alone. Others in the Order will always stand by you. You and Bastila share a special bond. Do not be afraid to turn to her when you need help in your training. The way of the Jedi is difficult. It requires great discipline. Yet even though you are a mere apprentice, your potential is unlimited, and your progress amazing. In all my years, I have never seen one who has mastered the initial training so quickly.
I've always wondered.
You've done in weeks what many cannot do in years. I am honored to welcome
if the
you
prophecy
fully into the Jedi
was
Order.
one chosen one,
Soon your apprenticeship will end, and
or
you will be
multiple
granted the
chosen
title
ones
of
passed
Padawan,
down through the
the
generations.
lowest rank of those within the Jedi Order. Yet first you must prove yourself worthy.
You realize how every generation has a exceptional Jedi in its ranks? The protagonist here, Anakin Skywalker, Luke Skywalker.
Few mention those names around here anymore, but I suppose it is just as dangerous to deny they were ever part of the Order. When I was still on Coruscant, Revan and Malak often came to me for additional training. In particular, Revan's hunger to learn seemed insatiable. I should have recognized this as a warning sign, but I perceived the young Padawan's lust for knowledge as simple exuberance and eagerness. Revan was my most promising pupil, one I felt sure would someday become a champion of the Jedi Order. The Jedi Order moved too slowly for Revan and Malak. We were too cautious in their eyes. They always sought to learn far quicker than their masters felt was prudent. It is one thing to understand a lesson, but to truly comprehend it takes a wisdom that only comes with time. Several years ago, when the Mandalorian threat first arose, Revan and Malak were eager to journey to the Outer Rim to defeat the enemy of the Republic. But the Council felt it best if we moved with care and caution. The true threat the Council feared had not yet revealed itself, but Revan would not be dissuaded. Charismatic and powerful, it was inevitable many of the Order would flock to Revan's seemingly noble cause. Malak was the first to join his closest friend. Others soon followed, many of our youngest and brightest, intent on saving the galaxy from the Mandalorian threat. They were foolish to disregard the Council's wishes. I do not know what happened to Revan, Malak, and
There
their
we go,
followers
he said
on the
it best
farthest
there.
reaches of the Outer Rim, but something corrupted them. Their ideals became twisted, their spirits were tainted, and they fell to the dark side. There is a lesson in this, a lesson you would do well to take to heart. The dark side can corrupt even the most noble of Jedi.
Or as I say, Revan and Malak's forces had the right idea. To go and save the galaxy from a Mandalorian threat that was ruthlessly destroying everything in their path. It's only when you ride at Malachor 5 that the dark side took Revan.
You have learned much, yet there is much more for you to still understand. The way of the Jedi must be entered into with a clear and focused mind. When you feel that you are ready to continue your training, know that you can find me here. Greetings, my... Soon your apprenticeship will end, and you will be granted the title of Padawan, the lowest rank of those within the Jedi Order. Yet first you must prove yourself worthy in the traditions and customs of our order, as handed down from master to pupil for 1,000 generations. You must successfully complete 3 tests before you earn your place among the Jedi. These tests will see if you have truly mastered the training you have been given, both mental and physical. Upon completing these tests, you will pass from apprentice to Padawan and join in the ranks of the Jedi. First, I will test your knowledge of the Jedi Code. These tenets must always guide your actions. In everything you do, you must always be conscious of their wisdom. You must prove you have a Jedi's understanding of the Code. Return when you feel you are ready for this challenge. Greetings, my young pupil. Soon your apprenticeship will end, and you will be granted the title of Padawan, the lowest rank of those within the Jedi Order. Yet first you must prove yourself worthy in the traditions and customs of our order, as handed down from master to pupil for 1,000 generations. These tests will see first. You must now prove there is no emotion. There is no ignorance.
There is
There
knowledge.
is no passion. There is no chaos. There is no death. You have learned your studies well, apprentice. It will not be long before you are a full member of our order. But first, you must pass the second test and learn about the most prized possession of a Jedi, the very symbol of our order, the lightsaber. The lightsaber is the traditional weapon of our order. It is a symbol of a Jedi's skill, dedication, and authority. And each lightsaber is as individual as the Jedi who wields it. The blade is made of pure energy, focused by polished crystals in the hilt. As the second test, each Jedi must construct his lightsaber with his own hands. And now it is your time. Speak with Master Dorak, and he will guide you through the choosing of a crystal.
Ah, you have come, young apprentice, at Master Zar's bidding. He sees great promise in you, as do I. The time has come for you to choose the color of your lightsaber. This color also reflects your demeanor and position within the Order. Blue is the color of the Jedi Guardian. This Jedi battles against the forces of evil and the dark side. They focus more on combat training and use of the lightsaber. Yellow is the color of the Jedi Sentinel. This Jedi ferrets out deceit and injustice, bringing it to light. They focus less on combat and more on other skills and abilities. Green is the color of the Jedi Consular. This Jedi seeks to bring balance to the universe. They mediate between other groups, using their powers to end conflict and preserve peace. Indeed. We shall see. I will now ask you questions, and your responses will indicate which class you lean most towards. A woman and her small child are beset by a desperate-looking group of thugs. They're menacing her with weapons, and she screams to you for help. What do you do? Indeed. Very well. On to the next question. You are in combat with a dark Jedi allied with the Sith. There is a pause in the combat. What do you do? Yes, I suspected as much. Now for the next question. There is a locked door, and your goal lies on the other side. What do you do? I am beginning to see a pattern here, apprentice. I have a feeling about what you would be best at. But first, the final question. You are the head of an enclave on a contested world. The Dark Jedi have infiltrated and are causing unrest across the planet. What do you do? Yes, I thought as much. As I suspected, you would be most suitable as a Jedi Sentinel. Which color and path do you believe yourself most suited to, apprentice?
Can't be a console, it'll be 2 weeks for the final fight.
Here is a blue crystal, and he will instruct you in how to construct it.
Ah, good. Now that you have selected your crystal...
Hell yeah.
You have done extremely well in constructing your lightsaber, apprentice. Your crystal seems to have been set perfectly. It is rare indeed for that to happen the first time one constructs their lightsaber. These crystals are very rare, found only in certain caves strong in the Force. By adding crystals to your lightsaber, you can alter or enhance its properties. There have even been unconfirmed rumors of certain Force-sensitive caves here on Dantooine that may hold these crystals. It is a rumor only. I do not know if there's any truth in it, but you must learn first to use your lightsaber and take care when drawing it. Your lightsaber identifies you as a member of the Jedi Order. With such recognition comes honor and respect, and the attentions of dangerous enemies. The Sith and Dark Jedi will seek to destroy you, apprentice. And you must prove yourself worthy in battle against a foe who also wields a lightsaber. Are you ready to face the final challenge, apprentice? For every Jedi, the threat of the dark side is always present. You must truly understand this before you are accepted into the Order. You must see the corruption of the dark side for yourself. Even here on Dantooine, there are places where the dark side holds sway, twisting and tainting nature itself. The ancient grove, once used for deep meditation by the Jedi, is now tainted. A wave of darkness perverts the region around it. The Kathhounds in the area have become savage and ruthless. They have become a threat to the settlers, a threat the Jedi have promised to stop. The Kathhounds are but a symptom of the true problem. You must journey into the grove and confront the true source of the darkness. That is your task. I can say no more. Some things you must see for yourself. None of the other Jedi at the Academy are permitted to help you in this task. But remember this, my young apprentice. A Jedi acts with patience and care, and those on the dark path are not always lost forever. The dark side still taints the ancient grove. Your lessons cannot continue until the spreading corruption of the dark side has been stopped. This is your task, apprentice. May the Force be with you.
So I wonder when the belief that redemption is impossible crept into the Jedi Order then. Because Yoda in Empire Strikes Back and Revenge of the Sith and Return of the Jedi expresses that Anakin Skywalker was gone. And Darth Vader all that remained. Interesting. Well, that's enough for this Star Wars Sunday. We'll be back next week. Where we go? Next Sunday we'll go declare the Ancient Grove. Get involved in a family feud and explore the ancient ruins. Signing out.